I knew how to put the stencil together. That was from Tough City. And I was already like writing stuff down on how to make a really, really, really like efficient stencil.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did 10 paintings, and I was like, out of these 10, one person's gonna get something out of it. It was a dream of a fisherman's wife. That was the one that this kid Jesse said he wanted to get. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. A week later, I did it. And so the way it was designed, I didn't take a tracing of his back like I do now, like my traditional process. I kind of just winged it, but it fit. It just fit, you know? But I was still trying to like figure out how to really get it right.
So what did you learn on that first large scale? I mean, but not mapping it out, you got lucky and it just fit. It just happened to fit right. Did you recognize that was a lucky break and then you needed to have a more defined process?
Yeah, and so I went to my mom for advice.
Yeah,
and she said you gotta measure their back out. You gotta measure people. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
now, how did your mom know that?
Because my mom can sew.
Ah, okay.
So my mom was like, you need to take measurements. So I just started taking measurements.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like something else where like I would shrink it down to like a thumbnail,
mm-hmm.
and then blow it back up to that measurement.
Go through the process. So you would take the measurement of their back and then shrink that measurement down to a thumbnail, or you would actually?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's what I do for all my pieces, even to this day, even on the iPad.
Okay.
I don't take a picture of their back. I take a measurement.
Mm-hmm.
I take that measurement, shrink it down, draw within that thumbnail, and then blow everything right back up. So, and it's kind of like how comic book artists do it. They have a thumbnail that they work off of.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years.
So you're making a physical tracing. You're photographing that tracing, I guess, with your iPad or whatever, and then pulling it in and drawing the thumbnails digitally. Do you find yourself going through a certain number of thumbnails, or do you just? I
take that physical tracing of their back,
mm-hmm.
and then I take it and in the copy machine, I shrink down all the sides. I just go in a circle because that's what it's kind of like a weird warped circle.
Mm-hmm.
So I mark out in numbers all the way around, and I put it through the copy and I shrink it down to 25%.
Okay.
And then they'll give me a back piece tracing like that, and then I take that and I do a nice clean line drawing. It's a weird process, but that process really works for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then once I do that, I will scan it and throw it on my iPad, and then I'll draw and I'll take that design and I'll do like 4 or 5 different thumbnails, quick, just a sketch. I don't refine anything. I want to get like a silhouette,
mm-hmm.
and I pick the strongest silhouette, and I just build off of that silhouette now, and that's it. And I enlarge it each time I refine it, and each time I enlarge it, I refine it.
Do you do the final version on your on paper or on your or digitally?
I do it digital now, just because I have that large format printer now. I don't print it out and then put it in my copy machine because it's another, because it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what the subject matter is.